Yes, we will like to play first. This hand is pretty bad. 5 lands, Mom and a Swords to Plowshares. Yeah, I think we can mulligan once more. I mean, this really isn't great either. I guess we'll keep. Um, um, let's start out with a Noble Hierarch. Ponder. Okay. Could be anything. A land is not really good. Maybe I want to play around Stifle, maybe I don't. I'll play around Stifle. Do I want to swing for 1 or do I want to play around Days? I think I want to play around Days. Sylvan Library is pretty good. Maybe they're Bant Control, which is an awful matchup, so see. Questing Beast is interesting. Um, one, two, three, four. I think it's better to hold the Questing Beast back until they play Planeswalker. Another land isn't really great. I mean, I'm only drawing lands, so not ideal. Jeez, that's pretty good. Although this is why I wanted to keep back the questing beast, so I can hopefully kill it next turn. Ramen up is interesting, but it doesn't do a whole lot here. Grab another forest. Play a savannah. Hopefully this questing beast resolves, because that would be pretty good. But I doubt it. Oh, it does resolve. So we get to hit them for 5 in the face. And then we can also kill Jace. So this is a really, really good turn. Yeah, swords is pretty good. Yeah. Let's get the horizon canopy back. EE for 1. That's pretty good. Hi, Paul. Maverick isn't really like tier 1. It's more of a tier 2 good deck, I'd say. It's got 50-50 matchups to many decks. But I wouldn't say it's a very high level tier deck, but you can still get really good results with it. Alright, let's draw. Oh, Hex Drinker is pretty good here. If we can get this up to level 3, that would be nice. Ooh. So they didn't kill the Hex Drinker, which is pretty good for us. Oh, I could have played a land from the graveyard. That was my bad. I think I might want to draw an extra card of the Horizon Canopy instead of leveling up Hex Drinker. Another chase is pretty good, so they can bounce the Hex Drinker. Yeah, that's pretty annoying. Wasteland. Collector Oof is pretty useless. I could waste him here. And then level up Hex Drinker to 4 again. So they play the Force of Will. Endurance is pretty good for them. Green Sun seen it. What does that get us? I mean, we could get Quasali Pride Mage to get rid of the Sylvan Library. Scavenging Ooze is not really worth it. Knight is okay, but they can block it, so yeah, I think we'll just get Quasali Pride Mage. Oh, I forgot they put Hexdrinker back in our deck. We could have also gotten Hexdrinker. That would have been better, probably. Forgot about Endurance. Probably been better, yeah. Or even Questing Beast, although they could have blocked it with Endurance, so. Get a Triad Arbor. Ooh, we have our own Sylvan Library here. That's pretty good. But I think they'll have a Force of Will. But I guess we'll find out. Yeah. Ooh, and then Narset. Another Force of Will. It's pretty rough. Can't really do anything here. Scavenging Ooze, okay. force. Knight is pretty good. Um, I think that's their fourth force of will. Yeah, this is the first round of the first match, and I think at this point we've already lost. But you know, I might have an out. I don't know. It's just a very difficult matchup, and yeah, I'm not conceding yet. I think this Jace might kill me. But in general, this is a pretty bad matchup because they're playing blue and yeah, Ice Fang Quaddle, Force of Will, Jace. So I think this round is pretty over. And they also have Uro, of course, which is everyone's favorite card. Green Sunseed is pretty good here. Yeah, I need to try and hit them with Questing Beast. Because otherwise they're gonna ultimate Jace and I'm dead. Ooh, that resolved. Oh. I think I might have put. They might have exiled Questing Beast already. Can't really get anything here. Alright, let's just try and attack everything to Jace. Yeah, but the thing is, like, he also knows my deck, because we're both playing pretty common decks. I think the main difference is that I'm blue. Sorry, I'm green, white, and black, and he is green, white, and blue. So these are pretty common decks. And it takes a really long time to win the round. So I'm just waiting for him to find, a way for him to win. And like, for instance, now we managed to make sure that Jace doesn't ultimate me. Obviously, he's still very far ahead, but we're just buying time. If this were a paper tournament, I'd probably just concede at this point, but you know, considering that he needs to kill me within the time that he has, it's yeah, it's better for me to just see. And sometimes I do draw good outs, but it's very difficult in this situation. Okay, we're dead. Um, Gadoctique is good. Abrupt Decay could be good. And Thoughtseizes maybe. Choke. Collector Roof can go out. Maybe I don't bring in the Thoughtseizes. Endurance doesn't seem very good. Permanent Excavator. Endurance is okay against Oko, I guess. All these cards are pretty good. Maybe I prefer Endurance over Scavenging Ooze. And maybe I'll cut down on one Abrupt Decay. Or actually, I think Abrupt Decay is better than Prismatic Ending in this matchup. Oh, maybe just get rid of Quasali Pride Mage. Well, no, because we can get that with Green Sun Zenith. For Sylvan Library. Hand looks great. So they revealed a tropical island. Oh, Mother of Runes is a pretty good draw. Start off with that. And I'll play a Bayou. So they are looking for another land. And they found one. Okay. So at this point, I think I want a Knight of the Reliquary. And then we can protect it with Mother Friends. Ooh. Back to basics is pretty good, not gonna lie. Although we do have Abrupt Decay, so I don't think it matters that much. Yeah, it doesn't really. We can Abrupt Decay it in their end step. I don't think I'll play out this Wasteland. So they've got an Uro, which is okay. So this is going to be quite good. So we'll just cycle this Savannah. And we'll grab a Gaia's Cradle. And then I will Abrupt Decay this. And then this turn we can Wasteland them. We can do a lot actually. But I don't want to overextend because I don't know if they play Miracles or not. I don't think so. So I'll just start out with a Sylvan Library. I'll sack this. And they conceded. So that was a pretty good example of how we can beat the blue deck. Although it is quite tricky. I'm not sure if I want the other prismatic ending. No, I think Abrupt Decay is better in Qasali Pride Mage too, so. If this hand had a mana dork, it would be okay, but we don't have any white source, so yeah, it's difficult to keep this one. I don't know if this is much better, but we can try. I think I'll get rid of the Wasteland. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty tough third round. Green Sun Zenith is not bad. I'm from the Netherlands. Where are you from? Prismatic ending is pretty good. But we can just play another Noble Hierarch, so... and a Mother of Runes, so... Ah, Brazil. Nice. I heard they play a lot of Magic over there. Uro is fine. So they have green, green. So they can cast back Uro now. If they wanted to. So I have to play Endurance in my during my turn to get rid of the Euro from the graveyard. This is difficult. I think I need to play Endurance. Yeah, for sure. But they'll probably Force of Will this, which is... Oh no, they don't. Okay, that's great. So we might actually win this game. Because we can protect our creatures with Mother of Runes. And they don't have their Uro anymore, so... So instead of attacking, I think I'm gonna play out the second Mother of Runes. Or I could play out Script Ranger. And so then they cannot block me with Ice Vanquado, because then I can give protection twice with Mother of Runes. Oh no, because I don't have a forest. So I'm not sure if I want to attack here. I really need a land. Could play out Knight, but I think it's gonna get forced, which is fine to be honest. I mean, we can attack then if it does get forced. So it doesn't get forced, so I think they're trying to play Ice Fang Coatl, and I don't want to give it protection because then they'll probably kill one of my creatures, so I'm just gonna sit back. Oh, you started in Storm? Oh, that's really nice, man. I've actually never played Storm, but I know some people that do, and yeah, it's a really fun deck. My second deck that I play in Legacy is Green Black Depths and Rainbow Depths, and yeah, those are also combo decks, so I do also like to play combo decks. So they're playing Swords to Plowshares on Mother of Runes. And I think I have to give this pro white. Prismatic ending on Mother of Runes. Okay, that's fine. We have another Mother of Runes, so Euro. That's fine. I did take out the Scavenging Ooze, so that would have been really good here, but you know. Yeah, it's in the sideboard. Land is pretty good here. So we can play Hexdrinker. And then we can play Gaia's Cradle. 5, 6, 7. Six. So if they have a board wipe, we are playing into it, which is quite bad, but I'm not quite sure if it's better to keep the board empty there. When you stopped, there were no Planewalkers. It took me a while to get used to the idea. Yeah. I don't know what to think about Planeswalkers. I know some people don't really like him that much. In the Legacy community, some people play like sort of the format of Legacy before Innistrad, so before Planeswalkers were printed. But I don't mind him that much. Although I don't really like Jace. It's way too strong. Oh, and he conceded. So that was a pretty close match one against Bant Control. And yeah, we're not very favored against the blue fair decks, so very nice to get that first win in. Yes, we'd like to play first. This hand is not great, but it's okay. We need to fetch Savannah here. Play Mother of Runes. Yeah, Ugin is pretty good. It doesn't see that much play in Legacy though, but in Modern it's very good. We're playing against another blue deck, of course. Can't really do anything here, so just have to pass the turn. I don't want to attack with Mother of Runes, because if they have removal, it's yeah, that would be pretty bad. Sylvan Library is pretty good, but we have Prismatic Ending for that, so definitely not the end of the world. Yeah, we do have to get rid of it now because it's just gonna be too strong. White, black. They're probably gonna counter this, but we have another Prismatic Ending, which is gonna be good. We're actually playing against Bant control again, I think. Or maybe bug, we'll see. Pretty difficult matchups. They've got an Uro, which is okay, because we can play Endurance. So I will actually do that. And after that I can play a Prismatic Ending. Alright. So we are a, I think it's called a toolbox deck. So we play Green Sun Zenith and we just play all these sort of creatures that yeah, interact with our opponent. So Talia, but also Collector Ooze, Scavenging Ooze, Endurance. So let me see. I cannot do both, so I need to Prismatic Ending this first or get rid of the Uro. And I think I want to get rid of the Uro first. If I can. So or let's see. Because if I get rid of the Uro, they might just draw it again. But if I don't get rid of it, they'll play it, and that's even worse. So yeah, let's play Endurance first. Oh, and yeah, you do want to win by attacking. So I think our biggest creature is Knight of the Reliquary. And it's quite easy to get Knight up to a 10-10, you know, if the game goes on for quite long. And yeah, for some decks that's very difficult to deal with. Okay, the fairy is not the worst. I mean, if I attack with endurance, they will play Ice Fang Coatl. I can give it Pro Blue. Yeah, that might be worth it actually. So I will get rid of the Sylvan Library first. And then I can still play Dahlia. Oh, Terminus. Shit. That's exactly what I was not hoping for. Yeah, at this point we're pretty dead, I think. Unless we draw Questing Beast, that would be really good. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have played Talia. I don't know. I mean, Sylvan Library is a start. Uh-oh. Narset against our Sylvan Library. Yeah, at this point we're pretty dead. We're pretty dead. Yeah. Alright. Alright, Abrupt Decay seems good, Gadoctic seems good, Choke seems good. And so I think we can cut Collector Oof. The other time I took out Scavenging Ooze, but it's pretty good. Especially if we've already played Endurance. I mean, Ramanap isn't the best. It's very difficult in this matchup to sideboard. Maybe I can go down one noble because we don't. It's gonna be a pretty grindy match. Script Ranger is good with Mother of Runes. Maybe I'll just go down one knight because they play so much removal. Yeah, let's try this. Alright. His hand isn't great. Slightly better. Go get rid of the wasteland. Would have been a good idea to keep wasteland, considering that they started with Tropical Island. But you can't have them all. Talia is a pretty good pickup. Because I don't think they will be playing, although maybe Knight is better. Yeah, maybe I'll lead on Talia. We can protect it with Caracas and then turn after we can play Knight. So they're forcing this, which is pretty big for us. Sylvan Library is pretty good. Just play a Knight, I guess. Just gonna grab some water. Prismatic ending is pretty good, not gonna lie. I'm a bit worried about miracles again. So I don't think I'm gonna overextend here. I can get in for one. Yeah, I actually tried doing that on turn 2. So I was playing, I tapped the Noble Hierarch and the Savannah to play Talia. but they used Force of Will against my Talia. But yeah, I could have brought it back with Caracas, which would have been pretty nice. I mean, Script Ranger is okay, I guess. But yeah, that's definitely a nice interaction to play, to return your own Talia to hand with Caracas. Alright, so we should be able to kill the ferry here. Oh no. They've got endurance. Pretty annoying interaction, of course. Because I cannot interact with it because of the ferry, and so I lose my Script Ranger. Yeah, that's pretty strong. I mean, I can Swords it now. Um, yeah, maybe I'll do that. So I don't usually play Punishing Maverick, um, but I should try it, I think. And also, I think Ragavan at the moment on MTGO is like 50 ticks or more, so I don't think I can get those. Let me check Ragavan card hoarder. Yeah, it's like 100 ticks at the moment, so I'm yeah, I do have Gadoktik. But I think the punishing variant is definitely good, especially in this matchup, which is quite bad. So the sort of the blue mid-range decks are very difficult to beat for the black mid-range decks. And yeah, punishing Maverick has like, you know, punishing fire, but also um, red elemental blast, which is really good. Can be really good. I think at this point it's already pretty game over. They've had Sylvan Library in both games at really early on, and we just had no way to interact with it. They've played Jace, Teferi. This Teferi has been really annoying. Um, so yeah, it's been very difficult to interact with my opponent this game. Green Sun Zenith. I mean, we can get Gadoktik, but it's not worth it anymore because they already um I mean, we can try something, but this is already pretty game over. I mean, Gadoktik is just not good anymore. Maybe Quasali Pride Mage? Because they have to answer it? I don't know. I mean, this is already pretty game over. Yeah. I think we might as well concede at this point. um, I mean, they can just I don't know. We can try, I suppose. I don't even want to return these cards into their deck, so I'll just target my own graveyard. I mean, at this point, we're just pretty dead. I'll concede. Yeah. So we did pretty well against the first match, which was against Bant Midrange. But then the second match against Bant Control, um, they played the Fairy, Jays, Miracles. What's the card called? I forgot. Anyway, so yeah, I think I'll finish this league. So we're back for round number 3, and this hand is pretty. I mean, it's pretty good, but we don't have a second land, so and we don't have a 1-drop base of this base of these cards. So yeah, I don't think we can keep this. This is pretty terrible too. Again, the wrong land. I think we have to keep this. It's not great, but there we go. Turn 1, Noble. I could have also wastelanded, but I think it's better to develop our own mana before we wasteland them. Opponent is playing really slow. So they've decided to ponder. And they don't shuffle their library. I still don't know what we're playing against. We could Wasteland or we could Green Sun Zenith for 2, but I think I'm happy to Wasteland here. And attack for 1. So this is Storm, which means that we probably should have Green Sun Zenith for Garoktik last turn, but I didn't know that they were on Storm, so... Yeah, so we're just dead here. They're gonna Infernal Tutor for Tendrils, and we die. Oh, actually, I don't even have Garoktik in the main, so yeah, Garoktik is good. Choke is okay, maybe. Not sure. Thoughtseize, Leyline, Deafening Silence. Mother of Runes and Swords to Plowshares are not really good in this matchup. Permanent Excavator, Questing Beast. I mean, these removal spells like Prismatic Ending or abrupt decay. They don't do a whole lot, but at least they can get rid of some permanents. Yeah, maybe I'll just cut them though. We've got a Kwasali Pride Mage in case we really need to get rid of an artifact or enchantment. Plague Engineer is good against goblins. This hand's pretty good. I think I'll keep. They don't really have anything going for them other than a brainstorm, so just remove that card for now. They drew a Ponder. And they shuffled their library. Okay. Talia's a really solid pickup. Or do I play Noble? I mean, if I play Noble and Thoughtseize, I won't be able to double spell the turn after, because I'd have 4 mana and Knight of the Reliquary is 3. I think I want to play Talia so they can't cantrip if they don't have another land. And then we can also always Thoughtseize on this turn. Although, I think playing Knight here is probably better. Like, they're not doing anything, so... So they're gonna Fatal Push Talia, I think. Yeah. Oh, Knight of the Reliquary. That's interesting. Let's Thoughtseize them first. They have another Thoughtseize which I don't really care about. Echoing Truth and Chain of Favor can get rid of the Talia. Which could be could blow up this game. I think I'll get rid of the Chain of Vapor because it's their only removal for Talia at the moment. And then we can play Noble. Or 5. They Thoughtseize us, which is fine. Buys us another turn. Endurance isn't a bad draw, actually. So I can play it now, and then we can attack for 5 and for 5 the following turn. But I don't think I want to put these cards back into the library. If we don't do that, we can also wait for them to Echoing Truth the Talia for them to go off. So they need 2 turns anyway, because they cannot Echoing Truth this turn. I will play the Endurance, targeting my own graveyard. And now we just need to hope that we get another turn. Which I think we do. Close one though. Maybe I really do need to ley line against Bastion Flames deck. But we had 2 Thoughtseize on the play, so that was pretty good too. I don't think they have an out, because they would need to spend 3 mana to return Talia. Yeah, maybe I should have held the Endurance back. Although they can only create black mana now. Maybe they have... oh no. Yeah, I mean, I could have not played the Endurance, but they would have had another turn to remove Talia. Yeah, that's a tricky one. Close one though. I mean, we have one land, but we have two Birds of Paradise, so I mean, I guess we can try it. It's not the best hand, but so they're playing Goblins. So maybe we want a forest here. And just play out another birds. Alright, port. Another vial. Okay. None of these cards are really good, so I think I'll just put these back. Shuffle them away with knight next turn. So they pass the turn back. So I will just grab a Windswept Thief here. Sure. I mean, I could play Endurance and Quasali Pride Mage. But maybe it's better to play Quasali Pride Mage when I want to use it to kill an Aetherfile. I'll just get both of these and then I can actually let me make sure to play Quasali Pride Mage my turn, and then I can still flash in Endurance if I need a blocker. I think there it was better to blow up the Aether Vial, so they can't put in a creature. Goblin Ringleader. Okay. So they revealed Skirk Prospector, Goblin Crater Maker, Munitions Expert. I mean, that's all fine. Munitions Expert is pretty tough. I think I'd rather keep the swords back. I mean, these cards are all pretty terrible. I can play a noble. Can wasteland one cavern. And then I have 2 swords and endurance. And I can also look for a new land with Knight of the Reliquary and shuffle away the cards on top. So a Skirk, sure. So here I think I just want to waste them again. And then we can play endurance, although I'm not sure. Is this a May ability? No. Oh, it says up to 1. So I think that means we don't have to. Because I don't want to put these cards back into their library. Oh, it does it automatically? Oh, maybe I missed the maybe I missed some sort of option. Anyway, that's fine. Sure. Really looking for a Plague Engineer. Another Wasteland is okay, I guess. Don't really care about Dahlia. I can start to attack for 10. Because I can block most of the things. I mean, maybe I should just attack here. I also like to shuffle away the cards on top, so yeah, maybe I'll just hold back the knight. Aether Vial up to 4. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I should swords this now. Goblin Matron. Or Goblin card, sure. Another one, which is fine because we can swords it again. Let's get rid of this planes. I can waste send them again, but at this point I'm not sure if it matters that much. I'll just grab, well, I mean, why not, right? Or Dryad Arbor, or sorry, Horizon Canopy could be pretty good. Get to draw an extra card. Still really looking for a Plague Engineer. Another Talia is not great. So we can always swords our own knight to gain 11 life. But yeah, really looking for that Plague Engineer. You may have it deal X target to Birds of Paradise. So they can put in the Siege Gang thingy, Sling Gang. And they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is fine. Because like I said, we could just swords our own knight. Okay, so this is really interesting. So in response to this, so they'll get 2 extra goblins and then they can drain me for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To which in response I would have 2 swords, but then they can drain me 3 more times. So I actually need to swords my knight now. Get another Savannah. This should buy us some time. Prismatic ending. This gets rid of their Aether Vial. They can drain me 6 times. Maybe I should just play it carefully. I mean, I could pay for Verdant Catacombs. I definitely want to get rid of the Vial. Maybe just play land for turn. But don't fetch it, I don't know. It's a close game. Sure. Oh, I should have wasted it. No, I think I wanted this second swords more. Although I don't think I'll need it this turn. Or do I? Yeah, I do, because then I can swords the Stingan Lieutenant and attack with Knight. So I have a Caracas and a Dryad Arbor on top. So I think I want to fetch at the end of the turn. Just get a scrubland in case we find a plague engineer. Still no plague engineer, which is annoying. Whenever it or another goblin dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. So I can either attack and I have to block with Goblin Matron, or I play Knight and then I will play the forest. And then I will have to fetch a white source to plow my own Knight. Maybe that's better. It's a close game. So, I mean, they can play this. They don't have any way to sacrifice goblins, so I don't have to worry about this dealing 1 damage. So I'll just block here, and then I'll plow the other knight. Or should I plow this? No, I think it's better to gain some life, because I'm at 1. Caracas is fine, that can also bounce that, so. Yeah, maybe I should just bounce this first. Just buy myself some more time. Because I can't replay it anyway. It's a bit risky, but they already played their land for turn, so. I mean, at this point, if I attack, I still know they will have to double block, so I think it's worth attacking here. A Mother of Runes. And then we're in a pretty good position, I think. I've been trying to find a plague engineer this whole game and just haven't seen it. Even with Sylvan Library. Pretty rough. Oh shit, they found 4 goblins of their goblin ringleader. Yeah, that's not gonna do it for them though. I think Abrupt Decay is alright. Gadokteak stops Pyrokinesis, although they did replace it now for Fury from Modern Horizons 2, so I don't think that's gonna do a whole lot. Force of Figure is interesting, and maybe Thoughtseize, I'm not sure. I think the Italias can come out pretty easily. Um, Endurance is a flash creature that can block, so that's good. Let's just take out these Thalias first. I mean, we have 4 ways of dealing with Aether Vial, so I don't think I need Force of Vigor. Maybe Thoughtseize is not where I want to be either. I don't think Script Ranger. I mean, Script Ranger is also a flash and it can block. It's difficult. Maybe I'll just try one Thoughtseize. I don't. This hand is pretty risky, but it's got good cards. Let's just try it, see how it goes. Munitions expert is rough. Verdant Catacombs is good. I could fetch a Scrubland and play Mom and Green Sun Zenith. Or Dryad Arbor. I really want this Plague Engineer to resolve. Okay, so they don't have a Wasteland or a Rishadan port, so that's good. I think getting this Plague Engineer is just too good. We can protect it with Mom. So they found Sling Gang, which will die, and a Mock War Marshal, which would also die to Plague Engineer. So this is oh, and we can get rid of the Aether Vial, which is excellent. I think I want to do that. And I think this attack here is pretty free. Goblin Matron isn't too bad. So they found a Mirrors, which they will be able to cast next turn. Muxus, sorry. It's quite scary. Collector Oof would have been able to deal with the Aether Vial, but it's too late now. They have 5 mana. Maybe I want to leave Swords up and just level up the Hex Drinker. Muxus is gonna be really scary. Yep. Alright, please whiff. So they only found Crater Maker. That's really good for us. Holy fuck. Thank God. Wow. I mean, or do I wanna get rid of the Crater Maker? Nah. Another Swords is good. I mean, they do have 6 mana though, so that's pretty scary. We know about these 2 cards in their hand. So they're gonna deal 2 damage to Mom. I still think I need to protect the Plague Engineer here. I don't know what they could play to. Yeah, I'm gonna protect the Plague Engineer. It's pretty rough. Okay. So what did they exile to Pyrokinesis? Core Marshal, okay. So they're just gonna find another Muxus, I think. Yeah. Alright. Opponent. Sure, we'll take 2. Yeah, that's fine. Oh shit. Maybe they whiff again on Muxus, who knows? Although I don't think so. Yeah, that's pretty bad. They put 4 additional goblins in their hand. I mean, maybe I should just concede at this point. I don't know. I mean, if we play Mom, maybe we can attack through a through the goblins, but yeah, this is looking pretty bad. Okay, let's concede to save some time, and then hopefully we can steal game 3. Maybe endurance just isn't the greatest. Maybe I want another Thoughtseize. I think Scrib is not that great either. Just play 3 Thoughtseizes on the play. Keep these 2. We can turn one birds. I think that's a good one actually. And then turn to Thoughtseize or abrupt decay a file they may have, and then we can rebuild after that. So let's do that. Okay, so we can do one or the other. I think I want to kill this now. I should have played Wasteland there. I'm playing a bit fast now because we only have 5 minutes. Another vial is pretty good. But now we can do quite a lot, so let's Thoughtseize them first. Let's get rid of the matron. So they don't have a 1-drop to vial in, so I think I want to do this first. Not sure if that's entirely correct, but... Sure. Another Wasteland is good. Let's attack for 2, blow up the vial, Wasteland them. And Thoughtseize them as well. So the only card they can play is Goblin Crater Maker. Alright. That's a pretty good draw. Plague Engineer 2. Yeah, let's pay 8. Wasteland is good. We can Wasteland them twice this turn. They keep drawing fucking lands, man. What the fuck is this bullshit? Sure. Put on top, put on top. Alright, I got there. It's a good game. So we're 2-2 now. So we won against Goblins. We lost against Storm in match 3. We lost against Bant Control Miracles in match 2. And then we won the first round against Bant Midrange. No lands, so we've got a mulligan. I mean, this hand's alright. I think I'll put away the Quasari Pride Mage. Alright, so let's play Mom. I mean, this plays into a daze, but I honestly don't know what they're playing, so. So that resolved, that's pretty good. Terminus, okay, sure. Just to get rid of the Mother of Runes, I guess. So it seems like we're up against Band Control again, which was a pretty miserable matchup in match 2, so. Yeah, and prismatic ending, sure. I think I want to get rid of their. I'll play Collector Oath. And then I'll get rid of their Savannah. Another wasteland is pretty good. Let's attack first. Alright, let's wasteland them again. Alright, nothing from the opponent. Ooh, Talia's pretty decent as well. Let's attack first. And even if they have another Terminus on top, they won't be able to cast it. So I think I'm okay with playing Triad Arbor into Talia. Although it is quite risky. Oh nice, they've got nothing. Yeah, pretty risky to overextend into the board, but you know, if they don't have white for Terminus, and I don't, and they're not playing out Uro either, which is suspicious. I think I'll keep the Triad Arbor back, so I can flash in Endurance if I need to. Although it's pretty bad to play Endurance against them, because I don't want to see those cards back in their library. So they also have their own Endurance, which is interesting, because I think I'll have to Swords that. So I think they're gonna put back, yeah, they're gonna put back their own cards, which is fine. Guess we'll just have to Swords this down. So if I attack for 5, they're dead. If they don't have anything. Which makes me think that they do have something, but probably Ice Fang Coatl or something. Oh, another one, okay. That's fine for now. I've got a feeling they've got a Force of Will, which is really annoying with Endurance, but I mean, if I get Scrubland, I can, if they Force of Will this, I can also Prismatic Ending the Endurance and win anyway. Cancel. Yeah, so we win. And I think against Bant Control, to win the first round is really big. Because they, yeah, our deck is really miserable against them, so. Choke, maybe. Maybe go down some number of swords. Plague Engineer is good against Ice Fang Quaddle. Endurance can be flashed in, which can be pretty big. Quasali is good against Sylvan Library. Collector Oof is bad. Questing Beast is good against their Planeswalkers. Ramenup doesn't seem great. Scavenging Ooze is okay against Euro, but maybe I should just get rid of Quasali because we have Abrupt Decay. Maybe I can get rid of one Plague Engineer. I don't know yet, I'm not too sure. Maybe one Noble, because this is a long game. Let's see. So I think it's either gonna be Scavenging Ooze or Endurance. I like that Endurance can be flashed in. Seems good. Scavenging Ooze is good against Euro, but that's pretty much the only use of it, so... yeah, let's try without Scavenging Ooze. And then these 7 can come out. I think. But yeah, this matchup is pretty terrible, so if we lose this, I'm not even gonna be mad. Yeah, this hand isn't great. We can mulligan once, I think. Hand is slightly better. Maybe we'll just get rid of the questing beast for now. Sylvan Library is a good pickup. I think they're gonna play back to basics, so for now I will fetch Forest first. Brainstorm main phase isn't too good for them unless they have a fetch. They don't. Okay. Ooh, Mother of Runes is pretty good as well. So why don't I try to resolve a yeah, I'll resolve Mother of Runes first. Just to bait out a counterspell. Then we can play. Do I need to get a Scrubland here? I think I do. Because if they somehow terminus the Noble Hierarch, I want to have black and white available. Black, yeah. So they do force this, which is understandable. And they're brainstorming again, even though they brainstormed last turn as well. Oh, and another one? That's really... that's not where you want to be with brainstorms, to be honest. Oh well, they did find a fetch in the end, but they used 3 brainstorms for it, so that's not great. Oh, and we do get to wasteland them as well. Um, I think I can attack here for. Nah, maybe I want to keep endurance up because it's a faster clock, but then we play more into terminus. So let's keep endurance up for 1 turn. So they will play this. I'm gonna float a green. Sure. Sure. Any order. And then I will play endurance, put my own graveyard back. And so we have a threat, which is very, very nice. Thoughtseize is a solid pickup. Back to basics. I don't think I care about back to basics, like we can play around it. This one is tricky. They've got 9 cards in the bin, but they have no way to escape this. Abundant Harvest is going to be good once they draw a green source, but then Euro is going to be good as well. It's a difficult one. Honestly. I think I'll get rid of the Euro. Just more card advantage. Not sure if that's the right choice, but I guess we'll find out. Yep. Do I even want to play at Mom? I don't think so. Just need to find a fetch land first so we can get rid of back to basics. Then I'll play another one which is equally rough. Or I just need to find an abrupt decay and do it in their end step. Which is unlikely, so yeah, not great. So they've got 2 now, which is interesting. I mean, I can get rid of one of them, but then I still can't untap, so think we're pretty far behind at this point. Because of these two, exactly. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have taken Euro there, I don't know. Or I could have fetched a bit better at the start, but... You know, if they have two of these, it's just difficult to play around. Well, there's a plains. Honestly, I should just get rid of the Euro actually, even though it means I can't untap this. Which sucks even more. Alright, whatever. I mean, Talia has something. Interesting. So they keep shuffling. Just playing another ponder. Oh, prismatic ending, okay. Birds is okay. Narset. Sylvan Library is pretty good as well. Hexdrinker? Terminus incoming. So they're paying 8. So they're digging really deep. Really, really deep. Abundant harvest as well. Oh, they revealed a terminus, which they can't cast because it requires double white. Which is just hilarious. Do I actually get to level this up? That's good. Ah, they did have a plow. I can play the Plague Engineer into Terminus, I guess. They would have to put it back on their library with Brainstorm and then draw it the following turn, but that would be in 2 turns from now, so maybe I should just try it. I haven't seen an Ice Fan Quaddle, so I'm not sure if they actually play this card. Alright, so the question is, do I care about Narset? I don't think I do. Let's be honest. They're so low at the moment. So they're gonna exile it even though they can play Terminus now. Or they should be able to. Oh no, that's not true actually, because they drew Terminus last turn. This can get us a Dryad Arbor, which could kill Narset if needed. Oh, they do have Coatl. Yeah. Alright. Think we're pretty dead at this point. Yeah, alright. Maybe I should have given it one more turn for Greens Unseen it into Questing Beast, but I could have blocked with Endurance. I don't know. It seemed pretty over at that point. I'm just gonna run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. This hand, I mean, it's got really good cards against him, so maybe I should just try and keep this. We can play turn 2 Talia and just hope to draw into more lands. Forest is a really good pickup there. They didn't force the Talia, which is interesting. Makes me wonder if they have a terminus on top or something. Ah, prismatic ending, of course. So at this point I could play Gadoktik or Library, and I think I want to play Library. But they will probably force this. Oh, they don't. Okay. That's really good. So they're gonna pitch a Sylvan Library to kill my Sylvan Library. That's interesting. Plains is a good pickup. Teak not the greatest, but it stops their forces and their chases. So do I want to attack knowing that they play Ice Fang Quaddle and back to basics? I don't think so. I think I would rather keep this around for now. Alright, so they're killing my Teak. I think I will crack this canopy. Wasteland there. Tundra. Keep endurance up. I mean, they're playing Terminus now, which is interesting. Oh shit. I shouldn't have done that. Oh my god. I should have done that after Terminus resolved. That was my bad. Yeah, whatever. Fuck me. Knight's pretty good. Not much we can do here. So we can bounce this with Caracas. They can play another Euro, or they can replay it, which is fine, I think. I mean, I can protect with Mother of Runes, so I don't need to... Maybe I do just get rid of Force of Will. I don't know. Endurance is okay. I mean, we'll put back their Euros, but also their Terminus, but I guess that's just the risk. Should have fetched another basic there. So they found Force of Will with Abundant Harvest. And they have a Chase. I think they're gonna plow this. Prismatic ending, yeah. Really wish I had the Plague Engineer now. There's the force we knew about. Green Sun Zenith is interesting. Can protect it with I or I could get a Hex Drinker and get it up to 3, but then they can bounce it. We should just go for it. I can see a force coming as well. Oh no. Oh. Alright. We can protect it with Caracas. But yeah, this game feels pretty over at this point. This is the third Bant list we're playing against in this league. I mean, if they plow this, I'm just gonna concede. Yeah. So not the greatest league. We lost. So we won against Band Midrange. We lost against Band Control Miracles. Then we won. Then we lost again against Storm. We won against Goblins, and then we lost again one to Band Control. So it seems on MTGO that there's a lot of banned lists at the moment, and yeah, maybe Absent Maverick is not really where you want to be. I think I could have played some things a bit better, but it definitely seems that this deck is quite weak to the fair blue mid-rangey decks. I do like the inclusion of prismatic ending and endurance, one endurance in the main. But like I said, I'm not sure. Maybe it would be good to include Stoneforge Mystic. And let's say a Chite. A Batter Skull. I'm not sure what I would cut for it though. So Kosali Pride Mage hasn't felt particularly good. I can see why some people would want to go down on Plague Engineer, but I feel like the matches where Plague Engineer is good in, it's almost game winning on its own. Ramming up is could potentially be boarded out. And maybe then just not play the Prismatic Endings main and just go with the Stoneforge package. Although there would be no way to get rid of permanence in round one, which is perhaps not ideal. I've seen people go down on Sylvan Library as well. Or maybe one Noble Hierarch. And then like keep these prismatic endings. And then move these 4 cards to the side. Quasari Pride Mage is not essential because we do have Collector Oof and Force a Figure in the side. Remnant Excavator can go, Noble Hierarch can go. And I would like to keep one additional Sylvan Library in the sideboard. And then I would take out 1 extra Thoughtseize. So we have these are kind of like our combo hate cards. Deafening Silence and Gadokteak. Thoughtseizes, Choke, Sylvan Library, Force a Figure are just good against a variety of matchups. Abrupt Decay is permanent removal, like Prismatic Ending, but uncounterable. And then Leyline of the Void is Graveyard Hate. So if I were to go into another league, I would make these changes. There's also something to be said about taking out 1 Knight of the Reliquary and including a Knight of the Autumn, because it does get rid of artifacts and enchantments in the main board. But like I said, since we have Collector Oof and Prismatic Ending, perhaps we can get away with this. I will try out this list at a later point today with these revisions. So yeah, thanks everyone.